Hello everyone, once again welcome to my Premier League score predictions today. We are up to week 35 of this 2021-22 season and the title race is still on between Liverpool and Manchester City. First game straight into it, Liverpool is playing. It is Newcastle against Liverpool at St James's Park, where Newcastle have gone on an absolutely terrific run. And so have Liverpool. To be fair, they've not lost in their last 12 games. Newcastle beat Norwich 3-0, beat Palace 1-0, beat Leicester 2-1 and Wolves 1-0. Liverpool, pretty much the same. Both teams going strong. You know, you've got to back Liverpool in this game. It was 3-1 to Liverpool in the reverse fixture. And it is Liverpool that is sat there in second place, 1 point off first. So it is Liverpool that really has to go to St James's Park and want this win way more than Newcastle. I think Newcastle will give Liverpool a little bit of a scare. I think they'll score one, but I think Liverpool will just narrowly get through it. And I'll say a 2-1 victory to the Reds. Next up, we've got two teams that are in some terrible form. We've got Aston Villa in 15th, coming up against Norwich City in 20th. It was a 2-0 victory to Aston Villa last time these two faced in the first half of the season. And I just think Aston Villa needs this win. They need to bounce back so much from this horrible run of form. 0-0 draw with Leicester, lost to Tottenham 4-0, lost to Wolves 2-1, lost to Arsenal 1-0, lost to West Ham 2-1. Not the... there's some top sides that Villa have just lost to there, but a few of those games they should be winning. I think they're going to bounce back in this game, and they're going to bounce back in style, and I'm going to say that they're going to absolutely smash Norwich City 3-0 in their home at Villa Park. Okay then, moving on to St Mary's Stadium, where it is Southampton against Crystal Palace. Southampton got a 2-2 draw with Brighton in their last game. Crystal Palace, who did they get? They got a 0-0 draw with Leeds United. Yeah, pretty much loads of draws with these two sides. The two sides that have probably drawn the most times so far this season. So I've got to say it's going to end a draw. I'll back both teams to score. That's pretty much it. I'll go for 1-1. Watford against Burnley. Two sides in relegated... Well, not anymore. Burnley have staged the comeback, and it's now Everton that's sat in that relegation zone. But two teams that were in that relegation spot. Burnley now in 17th. Watford pretty much down already in 19th place. It's literally going to be between Everton and Burnley. You could even say Leeds United could drop down into that as well, seeing that Leeds United just 3 points off Burnley. They don't win one, Burnley and Everton win theirs. It'll be tight. It's not just at the top. It's at the bottom as well. Who's going to be getting relegated? Anyway, Watford against Burnley. It was a 0-0 draw last time these two sides faced in the beginning of the season. Watford getting smashed by City, lost to Brentford. Smashed by Leeds, lost to Liverpool. Beat Southampton, smashed by Wolves, and then lost to Arsenal. Watford can be a little bit of a weird side. They could absolutely beat a team like Man United, and I know it's Man United, but still, they can beat Man United 5-2, beat Everton 5-2, score 2 goals against Arsenal. You could say that's very impressive, put up a really good fight against Liverpool, but then get smashed by Leeds United and Wolves. I mean, that doesn't make sense. I'll go for a Burnley victory in this. I'll back both teams to score. It was a 0-0 draw last time they played. I think there'll be a few more goals this time out. Wolverhampton Wanderers now against Brighton. Brighton, another team that's on some really weird form. Lot losing, winning, drawing. Brighton got a draw. Surprise, surprise. Last result 2-2 with Southampton, and Wolves lost to Burnley and Newcastle, both 1-0. So, yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers still in that top spot, but I think they would have liked to have been a little bit higher. But when you have a look at that league table and see you've got the top 6 in front of you and then just West Ham in front of you, I think that's a good season for Wolves. 8th place finish. If they can keep hold of that I think that's a really good finish for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Coming up against Brighton, you could probably say this is going to be another draw, but just with Brighton's defence lately, and that's very rare, just to tell you, for Brighton to score 2 goals. I'm going to say Wolves will get this victory. They've not won in a while. They'll get this victory here. At home, they'll win it 2-0 quite comfortably. Let's move on to Leeds United against Manchester City. Will there be a scare here in the title race? Will Leeds United manage to hold Man City to a draw? It could be done, because Leeds United have had some really good run of form with their new manager since he came in. Really good performances. Man City, though, I mean, no words. They absolutely dominated against Real Madrid in the Champions League in that 4-3 victory. So many attacks, so many good chances, so many great goals as well by Manchester City. They absolutely smashed Watford 5-1 also. I'll back both teams to score, but I think Man City will be the side that gets tons more than the home side. And I'll go for a 4-1 away victory to the Citizens. Next up, we have got Frank Lampard coming up against his former club, Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, they haven't been in... When you see those defeats there, also the victories as well haven't been... I mean, apart from the Southampton one, the victories haven't been too inspiring as well. They've been a bit shaky, Chelsea have. Coming up against Everton, they should get a job done here. I'll go for a 2-0 away victory for the Blues. That's Chelsea Blues. But I think they will struggle at times, Chelsea. But I think they have to grab a result here, really, don't they? It's an easy game for them, and really it's a chance for Burnley to get more space from Everton in that relegation zone. So 2-0 to Everton. Chelsea. We've got Tottenham in 5th place, currently fighting for that top 4 against mid-table Leicester City, bang on in 10th place. It was a 3-2 victory to Tottenham last time out in the first half of the season, where Steven Bergwijn came on with literally minutes to go. They were losing 2-1, and then he made it 2-2 and made it 3-2 within minutes. And I think Tottenham will do it again, but I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be 2-1 to the home side, because Leicester City, they've got their Conference League match today, actually, and the time of recording on Thursday. So this game is playing on Sunday, but I think they may be a little bit tired, a bit leggy. They may pick up a few injuries. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be the main Leicester City squad. Tottenham themselves have been struggling for a few goals lately. 0-0 draw with Brentford and a 0-0 and a 1-0 loss to Brighton. Before that, they were banging in goals. Kane and Son, even Kulusevski was getting into the action. Now it's dried up a little bit, but I think now's the chance to start scoring a little bit more once again against this Leicester side that will be a little bit tired from their Conference League match. 2 more games to go. West Ham against Arsenal, another London derby this. When you have a look on form, both sides haven't been the greatest. I'll still probably back Arsenal, though. It was a 2-0 victory to Arsenal last time they faced. I'm not going to go 2-0. I think it'd be a little bit trickier. West Ham also, they're in the Europa League today as well, on Thursday. So themselves as well, maybe a bit tired. And I think really West Ham is... I think really the Europa League is what West Ham really want to concentrate on, as well as wanting to finish in another European spot for next season. It's been their first time in a European competition for ages, so I don't really think they care much about the Premier League, although they are still sat up there in 7th place, just 2 points off United, so it could still happen. Man United, with their struggling form, against Brentford with their amazing form once again. It started off well, Brentford's form, and then completely dropped halfway through, and then it's picked up again. Man United, they're going to be watched now from Erik ten Hag, all their games. He's already made a wish list, already made a scrap pile list on who he's going to be getting rid of when he comes in this summer, just before the start of next season. Man United players are going to have to start booking up their ideas now, because the actual manager for next season is going to be watching them. I think they'll just narrowly do it. I think it'll be 1-0. It'll be very tough. Brentford will defend and hold off for quite a lot of the game. And with United's really attack this season and effort put into their attack, really Brentford may be able to get a counter-attack and win this, and it could be a 1-0 Brentford. So it could be a 1-0 either side. But at Old Trafford, you've got to back the Reds in this game, even though it may be a little bit hard to believe that you've got to back them with this little bit of form that they've got going, some horrible form. But they have lost to Liverpool, Man City, and who was the other one? Arsenal. So, I know Man United's a side that should be up there with City and Liverpool and Arsenal, but they have been beaten by the better sides, and United aren't really. I don't know. I'll say Man United are just. I would call them maybe a Champions League side just, but I think maybe now, just dropping down the past few seasons into the Europa League, they're starting to become a Europa League side, and especially if they finish in the Europa League spot for next season. But those are my predictions for game week 25. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.